The robots, the little girl, and her dog leave the refinery through the pipeline. The Wrigglers try to discover the robots in their ranks and take themselves apart in the process. A furious, revered reverend sends a Wriggler squad into the pipeline after the robots. The robots finally end up back where they started. The little girl convinces White Wriggler to dive into an oil barrel in order to find wisdom. Revered Reverends demotes White Wriggler to Black Wriggler and names his replacement. The robots finally manage to get out. Actually, they're pretty smart robots.
Nice day.
Did you sleep well?
Are you all charged up?
Get your papers, step right up, read all about it. Extra, 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 special edition, read all about it. Step up, get your papers, read all about it. Big changes in the government. For the first time in Wriggler City, White Wriggler has been relieved of his functions. Yes, extra, extra, step up, get your papers, read all about it. Step up, special edition, extra, extra, read all about it. Here we are, get your Robot Herald special edition. Robot Herald, big changes in the government.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The reliable sources informed us that White Wriggler, head of the Wriggler Army, has been fired. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The reasons for this move are still unknown. However, certain knowledgeable sources believe that his falling into a barrel of fuel oil, an incident in which old Robot was the instigator, had something to do with this decision. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. These same sources believe that White Wriggler will probably end his days as a basic training instructor for young Wriggler recruits. His cowardice, dereliction of duty, and general mediocrity should make him a front runner for this job. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We will, of course, keep you up to date on the situation as it evolves. A situation which, I needn't tell you, is of great interest to all robots. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We now take you to Robolia Racetrack for the feature robot race. Come in, Robolia, and Howard Robel.
Oh, this news makes me a little nervous. Who do you think will take White Wriggler's place? At least we knew what he was like. And when you come right down to it, his bark was bigger than his bite. Oh, you think so too, huh?
His revered reverence must be keeping tabs on the situation.
Who is it? Hi, Robot Moron. You don't come around here very often. To what do I owe this honor? You're worried too, aren't you?
Yes. We know what we're losing, but we don't know what's in store for us.
It'll be all right, Robot Moron. You know that I'm with you, heart and soul, and I'll do everything in my power to help.
I like listening to you. I like looking at you, too.
Same here, Robot Moron.
You hear the news? It's a catastrophe. War's inevitable.
It might be a good idea to go underground.
Yeah, but then you'll miss the war.
That's right.
Unfortunately, you lose one White Wriggler and you find 10 more.
And every one of them's just like the other.
Give or take a valve or two.
And while on this Easter Robot Day, robots are busily engaged in their favorite activity, having fun, in Wriggler country, power is changing hands. The former White Wriggler is transferring power over to the new White Wriggler, who will soon take the oath of office, pledging to defend his beloved Wriggler nation and to spread lies, dishonor, stool pigeonry, cowardice, and laziness wherever it can serve the cause of Wrigglerism. This oath is enthusiastically received by a frenzied cheering audience. The new White Wriggler is being welcomed in an unprecedented manner. He has been given the Wriggler Double Cross, the highest award in Wrigglerdom. But will he keep his promises? Will he be up to this imposing task? I don't think anyone doubts his ability for a minute, judging by the manner in which he has thrown himself into the job for the good of his people. A new road is opening in Wrigglerdom. The future of the Wrigglers lies in their leader.
Oh, well, you make an interesting enemy.
You're mad, Robo Pasha. Did you see the cruel look on his face? I was petrified just looking at it.
Shh, shh.
Let's go, Robert Pasha. We've got to call an emergency crisis meeting, now.
Talk. I say don't make talk, make war.
Let's make tracks. Come on. Can't Robot Moran ever be on time? Well, it's about time. We were waiting for you. Now we can begin.
What's the sense of running anywhere? It's 10 on the button, not a second earlier or later. Before 10, it's not 10 yet. After 10, it's no longer 10. Time marches on.
Why do you say that?
Why, he doesn't know why. Why bother asking? He never knows why he says anything.
As chairman, I declare our Crisis Council Committee meeting open officially. Robert Moran, you have the floor.
Robots, faced with a certain form of government complacency, I must object vehemently to this insidious laxism. Let us not mince words. The Wrigglers' political upheaval, along with unscrupulous multinational capitalist machinations, and the politico-religious nature of the opposition will lead us into a cruel and costly war of attrition, which is why I insist upon unity to avoid any instability created by capitalist oil magnates. This is the sole way to avoid all-out war, one for all and all for a nice holiday.
Why'd you say that?
Did I say something?
Now, that's a serious memory lapse, Robert Moran.
All combat! War!
You don't have the floor, Robert Pasha.
Well, I want the floor.
It's your turn, Robert Hobo.
The problem of the Wrigglers is of no concern to us. There comes a time when one must make a choice. My motto is, don't make a war, make a party.
That's the spirit. Let's dance.
Cowards! This is not the right moment.
It's always the right moment for a party.
Burying their heads in the sand.
Why did you say that?
Long live man! Long live war! Long live war! Long live robots! Long live war! It's a long meeting.
It's a long meeting.
I hope it ends soon.
I hope it ends soon.
Are you repeating my words?
Are you repeating my words?
Okay.
Okay.
Take that, you bag of gears! You peacemonger! What happened to you?
What happened to you? It was Robo Pasha. He pushed me. He hates it when somebody criticizes him. But if he wants to fight, I'll show him a thing or two. If they want the war, they'll tell it.
Rally round the flag, robots!
So you want to war? You hold your gear out. Take that.
The mediator! Call the mediator quickly!
At your service. Robot Moran wants...
I want the floor.
Request denied.
Why?
Because I said so.
That's democracy for you. You deny me the floor. I can have the floor. Look at me. Oh, you old bag of rust. Just wait, you fucking oilhead. Look at this.
I would like to have the floor.
Say, we forgot about that guy.
I think I can be of help to you robots. I happen to be a genius. The creativity of my numerous inventions can be instrumental in solving this most weighty problem. I have perfected unheard-of weapons which, in my humble opinion, can bring you robots up to the military level of the Wrigglers. Permit me to demonstrate my anti-Wriggler defense system. This little item is called the Elastolancer. Made of wood in the form of the victory sign, the two ends are connected by a rubber band. Simply load with a little stone or a bolt like this, pull on the rubber band, and the stone is launched. Now here is my trusty suction gun. Bang! And here is what I call my shipwooter. Ooh, this is my most diabolical invention, the dragon in the box. Here is the robot rat, from which wrigglers wriggle with fright, and my pride and joy, the plunging slingshot. I also have many weapons of dissuasion. Itching powder, stink bombs, whoopee cushions, dribble glasses, and robot mother-in-laws. You can't stop a Wriggler without a whistle. And finally, my masterpiece, the Doomsday Weapon, activated with one simple motion.
Read all about it. Read all about it. Situation getting worse. Get your papers. Here they are. Special edition. War is imminent. Read all about it. Read all about it.
And as robots celebrate one of their innumerable carnival weeks, over in Wriggler City, mobilization is the watchword. Feverish, yet highly calculated activity continues in Wrigglerdom as new White Wriggler leads this immense military buildup with cold determination. One is paralyzed with fear at the sight of the Wriggler's sophisticated arsenal. Tanks never seen before demonstrate their maneuverability. Rockets, laser guns, interceptors are typical examples of the new warlike totalitarian policy of the Wrigglers. One is gripped with even greater fear on seeing the stringent training of this elite army.
It's terrible.
What will become of us all? We knew what we were losing, but not what we were gaining.
How can one defend against such firepower? The Black Wriggler's preparedness is at an all-time high. And in spite of the anguish in the heart of our microprocessors, we cannot help but feel admiration for these great warriors. The entire Wriggler army passes in review before the new White Wriggler, who stands proudly erect as the army pays tribute to him. The dedication of the monument to the glory of the new White Wriggler. A great and historic moment. Does this ideological policy change mean a new strategy of conquest? Only time will tell.
Oh, they pull this stunt every year. They're very, very good at propaganda, but I wouldn't worry. Every year they try to frighten us, and then things calm down and go back to normal. Look around. You see any Wrigglers out there? Besides, if they did come, they'd fall on their snouts. We're not cream puffs, you know.
Be careful, old robot, because I love you.
Our village is 100% Wriggler-proof.
But that was with the old White Wriggler. The new one looks much more cruel and depraved.
Now, that's something we're thinking about. I had better do a little planning in advance. Well, what do you think we should do? I move that we try to negotiate a pact of non-aggression.
I'm not signing a pact with any Wrigglers. Where's your pride?
He's right. I suggest we organize a massive defense.
A mess of what?
He gets more and more deaf every year. Massive defense. Excellent idea. But if you want peace, prepare for war.
It's hopeless. I can never agree with the military. My motto is this: if you want peace, prepare for peace.
Charge! Forward! Attack!
Oh, here we go again.
All right, keep it up. The good old days with the useless old White Wriggler are over. Come on, get those carburetors working. You've been sleeping for the last few thousand years. I'm going to wake you up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you, ex-White Wriggler,
bolts and nuts, nuts and bolts and nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts, nuts and nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts, nuts and nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts, and nuts and nuts and bolts, and nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts, and nuts and nuts and bolts, and nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts, nuts and nuts and bolts, and nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts.
This machine is particularly interesting because of its special movement. It undulates from the propeller on the spoon's capstan, and because of the ambivalent action of its transmitter on the defroster, which serves to unleash the anti-wriggler system. Demonstration? We press here and...
The world of research is pretty touch and go, isn't it? Sometimes you find yourself up a tree, don't you?
I wonder where my calculation went wrong. Well, back to the drawing board. 1, 2, sing with me and sing with you. So we will sing together, so we will sing together, so we will sing together.
You know, Fluffy, I'm getting the feeling that robots are not born soldiers.
Camouflage demonstration! You're not camouflaged. Go back and get a tune-up.
But that isn't camouflage. You look like clowns.
What?
Clowns. All we can see is you. That's the opposite of camouflage.
Get your paper, read all about it, get your special edition, extra, no white Wriggler request peace treaty and non-aggression pact, read all about it, get it, extra, here it is, extra, pick it up, read all about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The new peace offer of the Wrigglers has been immediately accepted. Old Robot, by nature of his functions, his seniority, and his courage, has been assigned the mission of going to Wriggler City to sign the disarmament and peace treaty. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Old Robot is presently on his way to meet with the new white Wriggler. We are proud that he was chosen as he is a symbol of wisdom and knowledge. It is fitting that he signs this historic treaty. As soon as we can show you this historic moment, we will interrupt our regularly scheduled program to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Excuse me, but I've just received a news bulletin. I'm sorry to report that Old Robot has been taken prisoner by the Wrigglers. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
We've taken over your video transmitter. If a girl man doesn't show how the space rocket functions immediately, then your precious old robot will be melted down into screws, nails, and bolts. So take your enemy's advice and get a move on.
I'll go.
No, I forbid you.
But what's this all about, Robot Moron? You getting orders? Don't be afraid. I'll come back with old Robot.
No, I don't want you to go.
But why?
Because it's much too dangerous.
That's very sweet of you.
Oh, my old bearings.
It looks like you fell for the trap, wise man.
You look pretty trapped yourself.
Sure, but I'm the lowest of the low.
Shut up, automaton.
A little respect, please. And I expect to be treated with the respect due my age and my rank.
I give the orders. Here you have no rank. The girl man has just arrived in Wrigglerdom, and she's agreed to show us how the space rocket functions.
That's impossible. I don't believe a word.
Go home, you old clown, and tell your robot leaders that we're going to wipe them out very soon. Get a move on. I'm in a hurry. All right, get this rocket off the ground now. Hurry up. But how could that happen? It's not possible. If I tell this to the revered reverend, I know what he'll say. Go on.
Jump, we'll catch you. Go ahead. Long live man, long live girl, long live dog, long live man, long live girl, long live man. Long live the desert, long live sand, long live the stocks, long live man, long live hope. I don't believe it. Long live man, long live man, long live the desert, long live me, long live man, long live man, long live desert.
Well, we must apologise to some of our viewers in the East Midlands who lost the sound for a while due to a problem at the Waltham transmitter.